Hey, what is going on, Poké fans? Welcome to Pet to the Peak YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at Eternatus VMAX deck for the standard format for the season 2021-2022. So, Sword and Shield on rotation finally started, and I decided to jump into making videos again. And today I decided to play with Eternatus VMAX and show you that this deck is really good for the post-rotation. First of all, I want to say that the biggest issue for Eternatus VMAX is going to be Pet to the Peak. It's not going to be Urshifu VMAX, it's going to be Pet to the Peak. Pet to the Peak is a card that turns down Eternatus VMAX ability, which also means that you need to discard your bench. When you need to discard your bench, you are reducing the damage that Eternatus VMAX can do, and that can be a lot of problem. Also, retreat cost on Eternatus VMAX compared to some other cards like Galarian VMAX, Shadow and Ice, also Urshifu and Zacian, Eternatus have 3 retreat and they all have 2 retreat cost. But, however, Eternatus have Moltres that can definitely help him a little bit in some matchups, especially with that extra energy acceleration. And interesting card that I decided to take in this deck is a Cheryl. I also thought about taking 2 Cheryls because with 4 energy switches we can definitely use Cheryl a lot, and especially if we can tank in the front with Eternatus with 340 HP, we could take advantage from that Cheryl, because when you use Cheryl, you can heal all of the damage from each of your evolution Pokemon, but if you do, you need to discard all energy cards from the Pokemon that were healed in this way. So, theoretically speaking, if we have Moltres on the bench, we can use their Flame Wings, and we can use Cheryl. With the Cheryl, we can heal all of the damage from Eternatus VMAX, and then with Energy Attachment for the turn, and Energy Switch combo with the their Flame Wings, we can just buy ourselves a turn with a full HP Eternatus in play, which is really, really strong and also really broken. Additionally, some other cards that can help Eternatus VMAX are obviously Umbreon VMAX with the Dark Signal ability, which says that when you play Umbreon VMAX from your hand to evolve your Umbreon V, you may switch one of your opponent benched Pokemon with their active Pokemon. So Umbreon is pretty much a boss's orders, but just by ability, not by the supporter play. So we can still use a supporter for turn and also catch something from our opponent bench, which is really important. Additionally, this deck plays 2 Zigzagoon because we can add some extra damage to Eternatus just in case if we need, obviously, and also we can increase the bench space. Additionally, this deck also plays Galarian Moltres because it is a non-V or VMAX attacking Pokemon, but it can also provide us with 2 extra energy accelerations. Just in case if we don't have Galarian Moltres in play, we can also use advantage of Galarian Moltres Baby. And we can also hit with that Fairy Rat for 20 plus 50 for each prize card that our opponent has taken. So theoretically, if our opponent takes 5 prize cards, we can hit for 170. If they take, actually we can hit for 270, which is a lot. Really, it is. And it just trades 1 prize, you know. So in some matchups, this can actually be a very good card. Additionally, this deck also plays 4 copies of Crobat V with the Darkest set. Really don't need to talk and spend too much time about it. When you play it from your hand, you can just draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Eternatus VMAX Dreadant 30 times the amount of the Darkest Pokemon you have in play. You can have up to 8 in total, so with that ability, so in total 270 Actually, you can have 8 on the bench and Eternatus in the front, so in theory you can have 9 Pokemon, so that's 270 damage in total. Speaking about trainer cards, I only play 4 Great Ball and 4 copies of Quick Ball for the Pokemon search and setup. Additionally, I play 4 copies of Energy Switch at this build, so I can switch energies from one to other Pokemon, as well as 2 copies of Switch and 2 copies of that Air Balloon for Switch effect. For the stadium, I decided to play 2 copies of Rose Tower because this deck can actually quickly burn hand, especially with the Energy Switch Cherly combos, so I can take advantage dropping some extra cards with the Rose Tower. And also we need some kind of a stadium so we can just, you know, prevent our opponent from being able to shut down our abilities completely with the pet to the peak. Speaking about supporter cards, 4 copies of Professor Research, 3 copies of Marnie for draw support, 2 copies of Boss's Orders for that catch effect, and 1 of each Cheryl for the heal, as well as VOB for that VMAX counterplay, so we can just simply one-hit knockout with VOB. For example, a Zamazenta VMAX with our Eternatus. Speaking about energy cards, I decided to play 8 copies of Darkness Energies and 2 copies of Hiding Darkness Energy. So that's it for the video introduction. Let's move on to the deck test so we can actually see the full advantage and full power of Eternatus VMAX. But before we jump to the actual gameplay, make sure to check CCG Castle just in case if you have some of your bulk somewhere laying around your room or in the boxes. You can sell everything to CCG Castle, and you can also buy cards as well. So make sure to check that as well. Link will be provided in the video description. So let's move to the game test and see this deck in action. So see you in the game. Okay, so I'm starting first and no Pokemon. Okay. Oof. I hate when I start with Crobat. I hate when I start with the Crobat, but it is how it is. I can attach energy to Crobat. I can play Quick Ball. I can also attach that Air Balloon and try to find another Crobat, draw some extra cards, we shall see. So Quick Ball for Darkness Energy, Air Balloon. Eternatus would be nice. Great Ball, okay, so there's a chance for him. Let's see. There it is. Okay. All suddenly this hand is really good. So Hiding Darkness Energy, I'm gonna use a Quick Ball for something like a Crobat. Air Balloon, Zigzagoon. Really hate when I play Zigzagoon on something like a Snorlax. Another Crobat. Just another Eternatus, and that's it. That is it. We'll retreat just in case, you never know. Maybe he have Tool Scrap or something like that, and I can just lose my... Oh, even worse, he have Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer was very effective right now. Okay. With energy switches, I can always... get energy back. Oof, Colossal. That will be really tough. Colossal VMAX can hit for like 130 times 2. Big Charm. For me, it will be very difficult to win against Colossal, especially once he managed to set up, and especially with these types of hands. So Crobat for 2. If I didn't play Boss, Marnie would be a top deck. I would use Marnie, refresh the hand, put him down to like 4, but right now he can actually apply a lot of pressure, maybe even take a knockout against that Eternatus. Who knows? Interesting. So capture energy down to Minccino so he can get another Minccino. Decided not to go with energy on Colossal. Why would he do that even? Birdkeeper to Snorlax. There is a quick ball for boss's orders into that Oranguru. So my main target definitely needs to be Oranguru, because with Oranguru he can rearrange the top card of his deck. Oof, Path to the Peak really hurts. Path to the Peak really hurts. And I'm gonna disrupt him down to 4, but he can just get cards back with the Snorlax, so it really doesn't matter too much. What really matters here is that Rose Tower, so I can play that Eternatus. Then I can Great Ball maybe into Moltres. Okay. Moltres for ability, Energy Switch to Eternatus, Rose Tower for 2, Quick Ball into Quick Ball into Quick Ball. So Quick Ball into last Crobat. Actually, I'm not gonna need that Zigzagoon, so I will just discard him for Crobat. Actually, I will when he put another Path to the Peak in play. And my only problem is that I ended up with 4 Crobats on the bench and 0 Umbreons. That's my biggest concern, because I only have 1 boss left, and that boss needs to be for that Oranguru, so not gonna be easy target, that's for sure. But at least I managed to take a knockout. At least I managed to take the knockout. Stone Darkness. The top deck is probably a Darkness Energy, and that's times 2. That's 260, my friends. $260. Damn it, no Hiding Darkness Energy. If there was at least a Hiding Darkness Energy, I could... I can't even retreat. So I will hit because he needs Cheryl. If he don't have Cheryl, or if he can't play Cheryl plus energy, he will lose Colossal. And that's my only chance. If he misses Cheryl, he won't be able to survive the next turn. I will have a return knockout with my Eternatus VMAX for sure, and after that I will also have a bench space available for that Umbreon, but I discarded both Umbreon VMAXs, so I need to deal somehow with that Colossal and Oranguru. So Crashing Hammer, luckily this time it is a Tails, and that means a lot. Primed Wisdom. There is the Cheryl. So he needs energy, and the top card needs to be a energy. And it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in his hand. Let's see. Energy count 4 plus 2. Alright. I already used. If I'm Marnie, Cheryl goes down to the bottom of my deck. So I'm not gonna do it right now. Because if I can potentially top deck an energy, I can take advantage of Cheryl Energy Switch combo next turn. So this is a stadium that reduces the damage down to your basic Pokémon by 20. Which means that he can hit for 120. But still, it's enough for the double hit knock against Moltres. Really doesn't matter too much. He definitely needs to find a Cheryl, another Cheryl, and yeah, Cheryl plus energy and energy for Ranguru. So Cheryl plus 2 energies. Energy retrieval? So he's benching another Colossal, which means that he might not have all of the resources that he really needs. But then again, Colossal attacking for only 1 energy card. And in that situation, I might just go with a Energy Switch. And I will try to find a way to retreat down to that Eternatus VMAX. So Ordinary Rod, 2 energies being shuffled back. Again Cheryl, okay. Energy. Will the top card be energy? Nope. Whew, okay. And the top deck was a energy, so next turn he can hit for like 130. Actually 130 to 60, and that's enough for the knockout. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, with that being said, he used 2 Cheryls. I will also use Cheryl. I bought myself a turn, so again he will need to use a Cheryl combo, where meanwhile I can try to just retreat to another Eternatus. This game is really hard, especially without Umbreon. And especially without the boss to get a knockout against that Ranguru. But even if I knock Ranguru out, still he can just, you know, put another one in play, and then I just waste a turn to attack. But if I need to deal with 2 Colossal VMAX, it's definitely not going to be easy. Especially because he already took the knockout. Oh, there's a boss's order, so he realized, you know what, I'm just gonna go for the boss order, knock him, go down to 1 prize, and maybe try to finish the game off next turn with another Colossal VMAX. And there's a Path to the Peak, even verse. Whew. one Crobat and one Zigzagoon. I can't discard all 3 Crobats, so it really doesn't matter. If I play Marnie and if I Marnie him down to 4, how many HP? 120 minus. Okay, Energy Switch. Interesting. How many Energy Switches I have left? Not many. I can hit for like 150 barely, so Moltres. That bet at the peak really shuts me down right now. I need to find another stadium. Eternatus and the Great Ball. No draw support, no stadium. Not good. Especially considering the fact that I can't get that boss in play. Plus my abilities are turned off. I mean, I have Switch, so he played 2 bosses orders already. So I think I'm just gonna probably... If I switch down to Moltres, I'm safe for like a turn at least. If I take the knockout against that Chinchino, the boss can work for me, so I definitely need to go all in. Tails and Crushing Hammer, luckily, another Tails and the Crushing Hammer, so 2 Tails and the Crushing Hammer, 1 Heads. Bird Keeper, can he somehow put the energy on the top of the deck with Rainbow? I think he can. There's another Crushing Hammer, really important one, another Tails. Dramatic finish, that's for sure. Right now, boss's orders, unfortunately, is not enough for the win. I see Rose Tower, which is good. I'm hitting for 160, which means that I can't even knock him out next turn. Oh my goodness. I can't even knock him out next turn. That is so sad. Cheryl for a heal, and that was the last Cheryl, and he don't have energy cards left. Maybe he had like 1 or 2. I would say that he's playing probably a 6-4 or something like that. Oh, what a top deck. What a top deck that is. And the boss's order as a top deck. That's interesting. If I knock Orangro out, I can clearly say that the game is probably over, but I'm playing only 2 bosses. If I apply pressure to Colossal and he don't have Cheryl without a paw pad, I can win a game. I don't have weakness because I have weakness on the grass, so I will definitely do that. 170, and again that Rose Tower saves my ass. He's down to 1 card. Can he find himself? No, there's a Marnie. Oh, okay, so he's going down to 1, and I will go down to 5 cards. Research Phoebe and Energy. there's a switch. Okay, I still have that boss in my deck. Still have that boss in my deck. Can I top deck boss for the win? Nope. But I can deck him out. I can deck him out. Energy. Marnie. And there's Eternatus VMAX for me, and there's the boss's orders. So I can... he can Marnie me, and then I can just lose by decking out. I would just take a safe approach, knocking out that Chinchino. Oh no! Knocking out that Chinchino was a bad idea, because I will lose the game now. Oh, goodness gracious. So, he just needs energy. Oh, but he would knock me out anyways. He would knock me out anyways. 240, that would be enough for the knockout anyways. Whatever I promoted in front with the one prize card, that's the GG. Even if I Marnie him, it wouldn't matter too much. GG at the end. But what an epic battle that was. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please definitely consider subscribing to the channel for more future videos. That colossal build was pretty badass, and nothing I could really do to stop that last energy. So yes, 6-4, 2 energies, and that capture energy was the last card in his deck, and he somehow managed to take that energy with the Marnie. Otherwise, I would win the game, because next turn I would just, you know, take another knockout, whatever he puts in the front. I also had that Eternatus VMAX, another one fresh and ready to go. And I also had that boss in my hand, which he just simply knocked it out of it with the Marnie. So that's the deck list that I used in today's video. I hope you enjoy watching it. Have a nice day until the release of the next video. So we'll see you next time.